Evening, guys. Rebel TV here. Today, I want to talk about stress because I think that's an issue that's been overlooked a lot. All the people are trying to see what they have done in the past and what's going to happen in the future, and many people are not willing to talk about what's happening right now because what's happening right now is very bad for the humankind. And I'm talking about a stress factor. Uh, we all seen the media, how they blow it up, how they blew it up from the day one, from, yeah, already when they decided that it was dangerous, there were all these implementations made all over my country. I don't know how it was in your country, but as I've seen, it's many countries that had, you know, plastic protection and all that, the distancing and the sanitizers and the mask, and eventually the masks. You know, all that was what was in play before they even considered that it was a good idea. So yeah, there's no doubt about it. They're they're playing a stress card. They know what stress can do to the body, and they wanna make you sick. Uh, I have personal experiences with stress. I had a stressful job at one point, and and I've also dealt with stressful situation in my job professionally that didn't stress me out, but I have been in situation with a lot of stressed people. For those who don't know what I used to do, I don't even have the English word for it, but when you have incidents, I'm the one that comes and get you back to normal life. So if your house burns down, the fire department comes and put out the fire, and when the fire is put out, it's my job to get you back in the house. So everything that happens from the fire's putting out, and you being able to live in your house, that's me. That's what I did. It's much more than that. It's also car accidents and other accidents where I come and clean up. I've worked closely with the police and firefighters. I'm not a first responder. I have no medical issues, training or anything like that. I'm a mop up guy, and but you still deal with the people affected by the stressful situation, no matter what it is. So when I come out to a house that's burned half down, and you have people on the street that aren't being let into their own house, even if it's put out, the firefighters close it down, and I have to go make it livable again. So I know about stressed people, and I know what the first thing you do. The first thing you do is to calm the situation down. First, you control the problem, but the firefighters do that in a fire, and when I get there, my job is to get them back to daily life, and if you have people there who's just lost everything, I know that you don't go there scream, "Oh my God, your house is burned down." Are you kidding me? It would destroy those people's lives if I said something like that. No, you have to be calm and you have to control the situation. You have to. What I usually say is, you know what? The best thing you can do now is go sit down somewhere in some cafe and have a cup of coffee and let me do my job. You know, and I call you. Uh, Calm the situation down. You know, don't escalate it. And what did they do when COVID hits the fan? Oh my God, they're on TV screaming, danger, danger, danger. That's not because they want you to be aware of it. It's because they want to frighten the shit out of you. They want you to live in stress. One side of stress is you get compliant, you stop thinking rationally, you know, and eventually it will hurt your health. Stress is a big factor of this, and many people know what I'm talking about, but they kind of don't want to talk about it. So now I'm talking about it, and I had it. I had a lot of stress, but it was the other way around, you know. Uh, I fear for what was coming, not the COVID or anything like that, you know. I was stressed about, oh my God, where is this going? You know, so we all felt the stress. I mean, if you haven't been stressed in this time at all, then you're not quite there yet. Then it hasn't sunk in, because there's no doubt about this being very serious, and it's very cruel, it's very evil, and it's driven by dark forces. I have no doubt in my mind. So, so what are the symptoms of stress? Uh, Here, tiredness, being irritated, memory loss, concentration loss, fear. I like this one. Low sense of humor, and are we seeing that right now? And eventually depression. But they say there's 70 symptoms for stress, and it can cause all kinds of bad things in the body. It can affect your bloodstream. It can affect your hormone system, and even your immune system. So isn't it funny that trying to make people healthy by engulfing fear in them? You know, because being stressful ruins your immune system. If you're stressed for one night, it's not going to ruin your immune system. But if you're stressed for 3 months in a row, or 6 months, or a year, as we're close to, I promise you, it's going to hurt you. And people maybe don't think they're stressed, but just by putting on that mask, you're stressing your body. Even if you feel calm, that your body has to work in overdrive to get what it's normally getting. The body don't understand what's going on. That's only your mind. So you're hurting yourself. And it's not about oxygen. Many people are talking about, of course, it's not a good idea to have less oxygen, but that's not what's hurting you. It's the stress you're provoking on your body. So I just say stop it. Even if you don't, only wearing a mask for like an hour a day or something like that when you're doing your groceries and stuff, just stop, because you're hurting yourself. Your body will adapt. Your body is very great that way. It will adapt to any situation, any changes in your life, if they are regularly. So if you regularly take on a mask every day, your body will adapt to that, and that you will have consequences. So just stop. Just say no. I know it sounds easy. I know it's easy to say for a guy like me who's done it from the start, you know, but even I was amazed how easy it actually is. I was ready to fight for my freedom, and actually, most people are here. They're not even mentioning me not doing what is I'm supposed to. So you can just do it, and maybe you will feel resistance for a time, but people will get used to it. You know, in the start I had some comment in my local store and places, but they get used to me coming without a mask. You know, and they see you and they think, "Oh my God, if he can do it, I can do it." You know, so just don't do it. And I'm not only talking about the mask. I'm talking about the badges too. Don't do it. Even though that not directly stresses your body, you don't have to wear a badge saying you don't have to wear a mask because the mask is a bad idea in the first place. You know? You don't ask people to wear a badge, but what I say, don't drive me over so they can cross the road. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to. I see if I can find this picture back in the days where they actually wore the marks. It's the same marks. They have on all the clothes and they have the mask in the head. Same shit happened 100 years ago. It's not new. It's gonna happen if we don't do something. It's gonna happen in 100 years or so again. But the only one that can change this are us. They certainly didn't fight it back then. But that was because they were staring down a barrel of a gun. See, that's a reason to comply. We don't even do that. We're just convincing ourselves that it's a good idea because we're afraid of what our neighbors might think. We are afraid of our kids looking at us wrong. We are afraid of the parents of the other children are looking at us wrong. That's why we don't do it. Back in the days, they would put a gun in the face. Do as you're told. There's no need no more. And I've been listening to this conversation, this interview that Orwell did just before he died. And I've listened to that a lot. I put it on before I go to bed at night. And I want to play it for you here. And let's just hope that the YouTube guys don't come and put me down for it. So I'm going to play it right here and I'll be back. See ya.
You once claimed that you have an ability to face unpleasant facts. Is that what you've demonstrated in 1984 by drawing an accurate portrait of the future?
I think that allowing for the book being, after all, a parody, something like 1984 could actually happen. This is the direction the world is going in at the present time. In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph and self-abasement. The sex instinct will be eradicated. We shall abolish the orgasm. There will be no loyalty except loyalty to the party. But always there will be the intoxication of power. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on an enemy who is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen. It depends on you.
So people, don't let it happen. Stop complying. Stop taking the easy way out. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to go down that road. But if you don't stop, it's gonna be even harder. It's just gonna be a slow death, you know? So stop putting on your mask. Stop fearing what your neighbors are gonna think about you. Because I promise you, inside they're feeling the same thing as you. Stop showing the kids this nonsense. And we are. You know? Could you imagine what goes on inside a kid's mind right now? Imagine yourself being like 8 years old and seeing this madness that's going around. Just imagine yourself being 8 years old and have to go through what every child is going through right now. You can take that all away just by not showing it. It will disappear in the minds of the kids. I promise you, it will go away. Kids are like that. They adapt very, very fast, you know. But as long as it's on every corner, as long as everybody's wearing that mask, as long as the kids will see this every day, it will be a part of their life. It will be a part of their upbringing. And God knows what they're going to do to their kids when they grow up. So I'm asking you to stop. I'm asking you as a parent. I'm asking you as a rebel. Yeah, well, I'm asking you on behalf of the humankind, because I think George Orwell is right on point. This is Rebel TV, over and out.